I'm definitely not an expert on that. What else did we say we were gonna do? I was gonna do some front lighting on these pillars, but I don't know if I want the actual. I feel like they need something. Other question is, do I want to fill in the side over here? Can I fill the side in over here? Well, that technically can be out of the blueprint. That's interesting. That actually may work. Hold on. Let me check something. Where did I put that? Like right there? Run it up. So I've got to run these back like this. Oof, not quite. I mean, if I went over a little bit, I could make that work. Kind of like right there. Gonna have that, right? And then these are going to be the intersections, exit walls for and giggles right now, right? Like this is going to be like this. And I'm going to have to make them a little further out. So if I end up doing this, depending on the design for the side, having that pillar there actually works pretty good. But I do want to have these walkways connect over. Something like that. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to oh, you don't want to do that. Put it on default. And it may work, right? It actually works pretty good. And I can build in some sort of gap in the wall. Alright, so yeah, let's throw this on here, but it's got to be further over. I think like one notch over. Right there. Just barely hanging over. Should be able to do the same thing over here. Right there. A little tight. No, I want the sign. A little tight in here for lighting, but I think we can get it. Come on. Don't want to grab down there. That's super tight. Oh, there it is. Oh, stop me. Alright. Guess I got to do the same thing on the back. No, I don't want the refinery. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to fill this in because that's not going to work. That's fine. I don't think I necessarily need that. I mean, I could do that number. Actually, I kind of like that more than this. Definitely using a lot of materials. Let's check it. See where we're at now. Concrete 433 is not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, that's not horrendous. Let's save it. I'm trying to get this in the same spot. Same spot? Yes, it is. This one's going to be a little tighter. Still think I need some sort of something on the front of these columns. I just can't figure out what it is. The contrasting color, more blue, just a beam running right down the middle. It's not bad. That one can't go all the way down because of the column there, or the belt. I don't know if I like that. What does it need? What does it need? Small steel pillar. Right down the middle? That was a combination of bad finger pushes. Like this? Yeah, I don't like that either. It does need something, right? Am I overthinking it? Am I overcooking it? Let's put the ceiling light in. Oh, I actually have to do it this way. I need a 4. Attach it to. Let's make sure we're centered. Well, it doesn't have to be centered. It just needs to be centered over where I want the light, right? Which is about there. And about there. Two per blueprint. Oh, I'm going all the way to the top. I'm just setting a spot for me to. Here, I'll show you. I just wanted something down close so I could make sure I was centered. And I'm just going to go right there. Yeah, because if I was going to try to eyeball it all the way up here, it would have been no good. Those can go away. We can make these... Oop, iron blue 1, iron blue 1, iron blue 1. 3 glossy? Maybe too much. I don't know. Will that get enough light down on top? Ooh, don't know. Definitely puts a glow down. Here, let's do this. Let's delete these. It's all the other shenanigans that I had here. Technically, those can just stay. Make sure this is saved. More like a window, yeah, but will it be enough with walls all around? Right, exactly. That's what I wanted to test here real quick. I want to stack 2 of these and just see where we're at. This is basically what we're gonna do. 12.5 stories tall. Or or this is the time to decide, do I bring these down closer, right? Yeah, so my only concern is height. I mean, I'm not really concerned. I want big, tall buildings, right? But if I'm doing, like I said, what did we come up with? I need 200 refineries, doing 4 per blueprint. If I'm doing 4 per floor, yeah, it's 12.5 stories up. That's only 2. It's gonna be tall. Definitely gonna be tall. But I think if I brought these down more, then it'd be too close to these stacks, right? Because right now, what am I? I'm only 8 meters from basically the top of these stacks. I mean, maybe I could bring it down. Maybe I can bring it down 2 or like one wall. I mean, the good thing is once we get this figured out, for the ones that use this recipe, I just have to swap them out, right? So once I get this done, I'm done with pure crystal quartz, wet concrete, pure copper ingots, and Caterium ingots. I'm done with 5 of the 8 things that I'm building in here. I think maybe more. I'm probably using sloppy alumina and stuff. I'll just have to change colors. But yeah, and steel. But I'm making those in the foundries. I'm using a foundry blueprint for those, so no water needed or anything like that. All right, let me ponder on this height. I don't know if I want to lower that or if I'm gonna run with that. I want tall, so we're gonna stick with it. Let me take. Hey, what else do we need here? What else do we need here? I still want something on the front. I just don't know what it is. It's too much. Man, I'm at a mental block on what I want to do here. I mean, what if we just went right down the middle? That's better. But I don't know if I want to. Do I want those contrasting or just straight up? Everything's blue. Maybe a bit darker for the ones that I just put in. Back down the emission strength. Still the same color, right? Let's do this front side and see how it looks. Yeah, doesn't pop as much, but it's something there. You know, it almost could delete the ones below the walkway. I don't know if you're ever even going to see those. Yeah, you may. Well, but I'm also going to have a distribution blueprint in front of here, so I don't know if it's going to be set at the same height as this. That didn't work out like I wanted. Let me go up further. Look at this one is in front of the other ones. How did I not notice that before? Isn't it? Yes. Well, I think I caught that now. There. No, I don't want that one. I want that one. All right. Let me save this. We're going to leave it as temporary for now. Let's build the distribution line. This is probably going to be a little bit more tricky than I'm probably giving it credit for. Okay, do we want it white? I think we want it black. I still got to run power for this too, so I have not run any of the cables. Pattern, okay, Mark 3 belts, the input and output. Here's gonna be the other conundrum. What did I say these were? 35 times 4, so it's 140 times 4. So we have 560 going in. What am I gonna have coming out? I may be over my 780. That may be a problem. That is a problem. I didn't even think about that. And I don't have Mark 6 belts. Well, that changes things drastically. I'm basically gonna have to have 2 outbound belts instead of 1. So I can fit 3 of these blueprints on 1 belt. Because these only take 20 each, right? So you can have Mark 1 all the way into these. The distribution will have to be Mark 2. All right, so I've got a problem. Basically, the last distribution blueprint will have to have 2 belts. It technically won't have to have 2 belts. Yeah, it will. This is what I'm thinking. Let me just start throwing it together. So we need smart splitter, dead centered. This can be any overflow. Okay, we're coming in with 35 times 4 times 4. Coming in with 560. So it needs to be Mark 5. It needs to go out with Mark 5, just for simplicity's sake. And what did we say was coming in? I've got it right here. Mark 3. Okay. Now the water. These will have to be Mark 2. Now we need a merger. That way. It is not the right height. That is the right height. So do I have my pipe too high? No, because I set it off of the stand, so I think that's good. Oh, actually I needed those. Come on, there you go. Yeah, make a donut. Make a donut. Oh, I put those in the right spot, right? All right, so this would be this is the standard distribution collection blueprint, right? I've used this multiple times on other things. Now that I'm looking at this, I kind of want this to be higher. That means I need to raise this up. Well, we're gonna redo it. I don't necessarily want it to be that high though. So then I would be yeah, it's gonna be into that walkway now. So the other option is to lower. If I lowered the pipe, then that's gonna clip. Well, all sorts of problems. It looks weird, but is it weird? I don't know. Let's throw one in and see how it looks on a bigger scale. Auto connect. I mean, I'm not mad about that. Look, it'll even auto connect. Hell, let's just run them all the way around. Can't tell if that's in the right spot or not. Oh. So that's why I kind of wanted to leave this one open, because I'm gonna have to have the materials coming in, right? Got water, iron ore, and then I was thinking about building a blueprint here. This like the main hub distribution, right? It's gonna bring the water down from the top. It's gonna bring the iron ore up from the bottom, and it may end up needing to be almost probably two 2 foundations deep, I would imagine, to fit everything in. Right, because just for the iron facility, I've got 7 pipes, water coming in. And how much material am I having coming in? I had 200 blueprints. Times 35. I got 7,000 iron ore coming in, which is 9 belts. So I got 9 belts going in, coming up through here. I got 7 pipes coming down. I mean, all 7 won't be at the bottom floor, right? But at the top floor. And then I've got whatever's coming out. 65 times 200. It's 13,000 iron ingots. 17 belts. I mean, just for the stuff coming out, I'm gonna need 4.5. So do like 1, 1, and 1. Not bad, but I'm concerned on how to get them into here. Like this would be a no-brainer, but if I'll run it along here. That's an easy transition into here. But if I put this pipe where this is, I'm at the same plane. I'm gonna have to jump up to come over here. That should be 1. Fix that. Yeah, I mean, I plan on using vertical conveyors through here. I'm just not sure how I'd do it if I had them going all the way across, if that even makes a sense. All right, this is what I need to do. Turn nighttime back on so we can kind of see what the colors look like. And I've got I mean, I like doing them horizontally. I'm just kind of worried about the transition into the blueprint. So let's solve the other problem, the distribution. I think vertical's better. I think so too. I need to figure out what we're going to do with this last one, because basically this is the end of the line. I can't just play with this one, right? So this is already a full build by the time it gets to here. Storage, I'm just going to sink everything right now. I'm going to just have an ass load of sinks. Just all this is going to be pumping into sinks. And I'm going to need a lot of them. I mean, hell, just for this. So we have 50 blueprints, and I can only get 4 blueprints per sink, 3 blueprints per sink. That's 16 sinks. I mean, I'm gonna need probably 20 sinks just for this iron ingots. All right, so really this needs to be something like this. Oh, that doesn't need to be a splitter. It needs to be a merger. So it needs to be, this last blueprint needs to be something like this, but that's not going to connect, right? See, now that's going to cause a problem no, it won't, because this last one is just going to be an issue. I mean, I could do this, that technically connects, and then I can rerun this. I mean, that looks funny, but it works. Offset the merger to like over here. Could do that. Actually, that needs to be turned around. There we go. Oh, you can bring it down this way. Could do that, but I'm not upset about this either, to be honest, as long as it works. Well, yeah, it blocks the catwalk, but I think what I can do is this. You know, I'm gonna have to build its own blueprint for this last distribute. See, that's too much. I mean, that's the right height, but it's coming out too far, because I want the catwalk running across the middle of this. So I'd have to recess this back. It's almost like I have to build a separate blueprint of this guy with this recessed back some. So it'd have to be right there, which doesn't, and then I can drop it down. Next question, are all these the same? See, copper's gonna be different. So this is strictly for, the only issue I'm gonna run into this is gonna be iron, concrete, and what's 52.5 times 4 times 4, 840. Yeah, so quartz crystal, concrete, and ingots, I'm gonna run into this problem. Silica's using a different setup. I think I'm just gonna have to build, what am I gonna have to do? I think I have to do a separate blueprint so I can push this back, and a separate blueprint for distribution. Just call them like last in the row or whatever. You know what, I got a little eager here, and we need to figure out how we're gonna connect the power on these suckers. Let's do that now. I think I'm just gonna hide them in these pillars, so there's no way you're gonna see them inside those. Okay, and then I like to connect in the walkways. How do we want to do that? Doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, you don't want to cooperate. I see. I guess it's on the back side. Doesn't really matter, right? If I put it there, you're gonna see the wire. Here you are gonna see the wire. No, we're not gonna do that. So what if we do this? Maybe it wants to do it when there's no wire connected. Yes, it does. That's weird. Should be able to connect that. Can't see the wire. How how do we connect these without making too much visible? Barely can see it. Okay. All right. So I think I'm happy with this. Let's save it. This is going to be blueprint 1 through 3, because if we're going to make a fourth one that's different. Blueprint for iron ingots at the Ingot Factory. First 3 blueprints per floor. I wish they gave you more options with this. I really did. I do. Really do, not did. Let's just pick a guy. All right, now what did we need to do for... We needed to bump this back 1. Tick. It's literally just one notch. That needs to be redone. This needs to be redone. I think that's all we needed to do. Okay. All right, so if we're going to keep this, which I think we are, I like this. We need to put this in. Come on, pick a spot. I need to make sure that it's the right height, though. Is it the same height? Yes. I think it was 2 wall heights. Yeah, we're good. All right, now we need to pick a spot, tie these suckers in, which is right here in the middle. Oh, that's too far. It needs to be right on the edge, right there. Ooh, that's a problem. If I did this, it'll overlap, but I don't know if I can put the, I can't put this in. Crud. How do we do this? How do we do this? It's just gonna stick out. Maybe we just have to add it in manually, right? The only other option is to push this over some. Don't really want to do that. We're not done. Power. Missing a resource. What the hell am I missing? I'm not missing anything. And that's gonna push that out. So we're gonna have to do that number. We're gonna have to nudge them. It's fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I know I can connect these up. What was it? 18 degrees? This may be a little bit more difficult. It should be the same. This may just be a... Let's do it like this number. Not super happy with that. Just don't think we can... yeah, that's going to be interesting. All right, we'll have to work that out. Because we know we can do this one. I didn't think about how close these were going to be. All right, so this one should be getting... Let's turn the sun back on. All right, let's build this other one. Okay, that's the right height. I wonder if I can put this in this blueprint. Can't. Oh, damn. It's not what I wanted to do. I did iron ingot distribution 1 through 3. So this would be 1. This would just be 4. All right, let's see how this works. 4. So we may have to... This is going to be this one. It's white. It's so hard to see. Okay, there's this one. And then we do the 4th. This one. Oops. Oh, I missed it. I need to go back another one. Hey, look at that. It actually connects up right there. Holy... No way. How lucky did I get with that? There's no way. Huh. I didn't even know it would do that. I thought you had to have a piece sticking out for it to auto connect, but apparently it auto connects straight to the merger. I wonder if it does it for everything. I mean, regardless, I missed this. I think I need to redo this if I'm happy with this. I don't know if I'm happy with this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is what I want. Like, do I bring it back down? Can't bring it back down on this side, because I'll be in this belt. I could bring it down on this side. All right, let's go back over here. How could we do that without making it look horrendous? Okay, first of all, that needs to be chrome. We need to freaking push this back one more time. One full push. Let's make sure. I don't want to do it 3 times. Yep, it's 1 full push. Oh, crap. You know what? I didn't have a reference point. There. Now I have a reference point. I only have like 1 follower, to be honest. All right, so let's see if we can't lower this one. See if we can take it back down. Right? That is a bit awkward. Cannot put anything there. People are just going to fall through. Think. Go. Oh, come on. Grab that one. I don't want to grab that one. Okay, that's a little less awkward. Wish there was a way to do diagonal short pieces, but I'll live with that. All right, let's try this. See how this looks. Let's see if we have a winner. We need to delete this. Delete this. Okay, distribution 4, there. Blueprint 4, there. Yeah, that's not as bad. Obviously, we'll have to fill in all of this stuff kind of as we go. Power, right? Easy connections for power. Although I hosed myself on this during the, missed one. During the power plant build. This one will be more obvious though if I miss one. That's all the power connected. So theoretically, yellow lights, red lights. Oh, I didn't check if they all had yellow lights. That would help. Oh, because I got to go from this one to this one. Oh, crap. Yep. Forgot about that. Okay. Easy fix. All right, what do we say we do? Let's do like two levels. Let's just knock 2 levels out real quick. Just see what we're working with. Okay, now we need the 4th one. Distribution 4. Okay, now we need blueprint 1 through 3. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, now we need blueprint 4. Other side. Okay, power. And those are on. Power. Those are on. Power. On. On. Hot damn. Should go fairly quick. Now, the problem here is going to be, is this going to put this where I want it? So I'm going to have to shift these over. And I don't want that connecting. It's fine. I can delete that. I wonder if this will just go on top of this. No, because I'd have to nudge the hell out of it. It wants to connect there instead of there. That sucks. I mean, it's an easy fix on the fly. Alright, so that doesn't want to connect. The distribution one, which I wasn't expecting those to connect anyway, so I'm not super pissed about that. This one right here. No. That's what happened over there on the power plant. Alright, now imagine this 10 more stories. I mean, I guess we could get perspective, right? I could just run. We're gonna have to turn. Oh, what am I out of? Quartz crystal and iron plate. Kind of figured that was going to be the case. All those lights I use. Yeah, this is going to be massive. Absolutely massive. Which I love it. I haven't done something skinny and vertical, I don't think, ever in this game. Everything's been square and boxy. Yeah, I do agree. I think Windows is the strategy I need to go for. So that's 3 floors, and I'm going 12 and a half on this one, so 13 floors. This is going to be like the central corridor. Is my thought process. This would be empty. I want this to be empty. I don't think I'm gonna do anything in this, to be honest. I want it to be like a courtyard, you know. So all you're gonna see is the buildings. You come in here. I don't know how I'm gonna get here yet, but the thought process was this is just wide open, kind of like a central plaza for a building or whatever. And then you got your offshoots, but this is kind of a still in consideration. What did one of these things take anyway? 40 motors. 85, 120, 180. So really it's really just the iron plate, quartz crystal, and copper sheets, concrete a little bit, but I've got plenty of that. All right, that's roughly how much material I'm gonna need. There may be an elevator in the middle, I don't know yet. Yeah, I just need a lot of material. I need to probably start having some of this stuff fill back in to the dimensional depot. I got plenty of storage of it. Rotors, AI limiters. I may be short on AI limiters. I need to make more AI limiters. Big time. Wire. The hell is wire? There she is. Reinforced plates. This is the reason I got the inventory boost. Extra spaces. Aluminum sheets I'm going to have to buy. I'm not even making those. Motors. Steel pipe, cased industrial. I'm just trying to fill up with a bunch of this stuff now. Iron rods. Yeah, anyway, that's going to take a lot. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up for the day.